Hey, this is Dan with a little video on how to change out the battery. So this ring right here, battery died. Sometimes on my desk, they just kind of come in contact with battery, with magnets and just turn on. So the first thing you can do is pop off this top. This is like, I call it the lens or lens cover. It can spin all the way around, but these kind of hold the, all the electronics in. So pull that off and you'll see the LED encased in a circle. I used to do like circles that were just like continuous. Now I have like a little bit of a cutout. So if yours, you can kind of pull the LED out just itself, if that works. If it's like deeper, what you can do is get like a pen or a little screwdriver and kind of dig it into that like corner and then like pop it out. And so what you're left with is this LED. There is a battery in the bottom. One thing you'll notice is that like one of the sides has like no, sorry, my thumb is completely covered in spray paint, but one side is kind of completely open. So to get the battery out, it needs to go through that side. The battery pusher I included, I thought was like the best solution. So like basically what you'll do is I print these in all different colors, but one side there's a little notch that's like shorter, and if you insert it, you can just kind of push the battery through, and it'll pop the battery right out. Alternatively, you can just use like a screwdriver or a pencil, something with a tip, and you can just like push it through to the opening. That works too. All right, so now I got the battery. I got the LED. I need a new battery. So I usually just get them off Amazon. This is kind of one of the brands I buy, Tenergy CR927. They're pretty cheap, and they seem to work a lot better than the batteries that they include with the LEDs. I usually just swap them right out because I just toss the batteries that they come with. So here's the battery. You'll see there's this one side. It says lithium cell CR927. The only thing you really have to know is insert it into the side that is open and keep the flat side down. So all the writing that says CR27, you push that on the, on side down. So now, basically that's it for changing the battery. All right, so the battery is now in there. I'm going to just like test it against a magnet. You received one in the stand. Let me just grab a stand real quick. I have all different colors of these stands, so but like the magnets are in the bases, so like it's like right between the pillars, so like there, and there. So that should turn it on, and then the power battery, the front of the power battery should turn it on as too. So you have to get a little bit close, but it usually turns on and off. Alternatively, if you just have like a regular magnet in your house, you can do that too. So that was just like a regular magnet that I have lying around. A lot of the stuff I make takes magnets, and sometimes you don't have to even get it that close. Like they don't have to touch; they just have to get like relatively close. All right, so that is, now we got a working LED. We're gonna put it back in the ring. Okay, so if you have the one with like a little bit of a cutout, you can just like kind of push it back in. Generally, I'm not like super trying to avoid like certain parts. I can just like slam it back in and it usually is fine. Like that one wasn't secure enough. Let me just push it in again. Okay. Sorry, I was just like pushing it in. You just want to make sure that like kind of sticks and it doesn't fall out. Generally, if you have the lens on top, it can't fall out anyway, but it's nice to just have like a nice connection. All right, so now I put the lens right back on. Honestly, it just snaps on. Oh, the LED fell out. So on this particular ring, it looks like I need to resize the disc that holds the LED just a little bit bigger to make it a little bit more snug. So I put it in, I'm gonna put the lens back on, and then basically we should be good. There we go. We are working again. All right, any questions, just let me know.